Hello, everyone. I am so excited to see you today. Welcome to your reading for today. If this message found you, it is truly meant for you. I've already prepared my energy and I'm about to pull your theme card for today. So, this message is geared towards solopreneurs mostly. I feel that solopreneurs are my chosen people that I am here to serve. And I am also a solopreneur myself. So, if you're a solopreneur, welcome. If you're also just a person who's interested in tarot and oracle card readings and intuitive guidance, welcome. Only love and light is allowed into this space. So I'm going to pull a theme card for you today, and then I'm going to follow it up with my K&L Co. signature alignment spread. That spread is going to help you regulate your emotions a little bit. It's going to validate what you're experiencing. It's also going to help you witness the deeper message unfolding and help you to receive inner guidance and integrate the wisdom into your next steps. So let me know what you think of it as the reading unfolds. And if you like this reading, you can also book a personal reading with me. I'm actually offering personal readings, so that is linked in the description below. All right. The first card, the theme card for today is masculine versus feminine. And this is a fire. This is a fiery energy. As you can see, the bright orange color there. I want to give you a chance to take a look at that. So I can already tell that we are going to, okay, so it's about balancing your masculine and your feminine energies. I believe that all of us have masculine and feminine energies within us, regardless of what our gender actually is. And so let me just read the description for this card. This is a brand new deck that I got when I was in Italy, just about a month or so ago now. And I absolutely love it. And so it's also the nine of fire. I'm sorry, the 11 masculine versus feminine. Okay, I see. Hold on. Let me find the page and, and then we will share. All right. Yeah. So 11 actually. Yeah. 11 of fire, masculine, feminine, 2, 5, 6. All right. Well, first off, the number 11 already to me tells me that this is about receiving guidance. Because for me, the number 11 is kind of like the channel, 1111 is the number of divine messages that's what it means to me. And so that's what I'm already getting from this card. But when I look at the actual description of the card, some key phrases that stand out are put aside gender stereotypes. We are both masculine and feminine, as I was saying. Masculine energy serves to protect, feminine energy serves to nurture. Too much this card prompts you to ask, is there too much of one kind of those energies present in this situation? It could be a time to evaluate and realign or embrace the energy that best suits your needs. The 11 of Fire is a balancing and realignment card. It symbolizes the importance of balancing our masculine and feminine energies and to remind us we are and always will be a mix of both. Our physical gender is irrelevant. The 11 of Fire asks that we look beyond gender stereotypes to how we respond and react to day-to-day experiences. On an energetic level, our masculine aspect serves to protect self and others, while our feminine aspect serves to nurture self and others. Okay, but it showed up in the reversed position. So I always read reversals as the medicine. And so there could, and this particular deck, and I am using the Dreams of Gaia tarot deck by Raven Phelan, and I will post the link to that in the description as well. The 11 of Fire reversed has a very simple and direct meaning. If it appears in your reading today, it, like its upright meaning, symbolizes a potential imbalance that needs to be addressed. Okay, so if you're finding this message today, there is a clear message saying that maybe you need to look at balancing the masculine and feminine energies within yourself. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the tarot has to say to support that. Um, According to my K&L co-alignment spread, let's see what clarification we can get. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so I've got two aces, one at the beginning of this spread and one at the end. So that's definitely some significance there. Aces represent new beginnings and potential. And so if we return to this balance, this need for a balancing of the masculine and feminine energies, this tells me that you are stepping into a time when your masculine and feminine energies are actually coming into balance. I'm also getting that you, so collectively, um, we are going through something as a society, as a culture, um, just on this planet, where there is already a rebalancing of masculine and feminine energies happening. And predominantly up until this particular time period, there has been a masculine heavy presence. And so I have been feeling and picking up on the fact that this is the rise of the divine feminine, okay? This is a, so if we think about it, the feminine energy has been really suppressed. This is the nurturing energy. This is the energy that tunes into our intuition and relies on feeling oriented things rather than the masculine, which is more physical and forceful kind of energy. And so perhaps that is the case with you. Although, again, use your own discernment and guidance. Maybe you've been feeling like you've got too much feminine energy. That could certainly be the case in your particular situation. But so, yeah, the aces representing new beginnings. We're moving into a new time, and I think that you also, on an individual level, are kind of moving through a portal. Another thing I'm getting is, that 11 energy, and with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups being on the two ends of the spectrum here, I'm also getting just another like confirmation of, you know, uh, if we think about the number 11 and, kind of going through two pillars, if you will, it's just kind of like this portal type of energy. So that's even further affirmed by what I'm seeing here. But so in the regulate position is about what energy is asking you to slow down or breathe or return to yourself, right? What kind of energy is stabilizing you right now? It's about returning to safety. And so wands are about fire and action and passion and energy and motivation. And this particular card is about inspiration, power, and creation energy. So, um, you know, you may be kind of returning to safety in the area of your personal creations. What are you putting out into the world? What are what are the goals and things that you're working on? And especially since I'm reading for solopreneurs, your career, right? Like, what is it that you're doing for work? You know, you know, maybe there's a shift in what you're doing for work. You know, maybe you're having to pivot in your business right now, and you're having to ask like and evaluate what is how am I being affected by the types of things that I am doing in my business, right? Like by the kinds of offers that I'm carrying out on a regular basis. Are those offers things that delight your mind, body, and soul? Are those things that inspire you? Um, and so this is also a card of acting now. So maybe there's an inspirational direction in your business that you've been wanting to go. Um, and maybe you haven't been taking action this whole time, but grounded action is kind of the call here. You're wanting to take grounded action in the direction of this inspired idea that you have been wanting to go towards. Okay, so in the validate position, what am I feeling that deserves to be honored here? So we've got the Four of Coins. The Four of Coins is about saving money. It's about security. It's about conservatism but it could also be about holding on too tightly. So maybe having like a scarcity mindset around things, trying to control things too much. And, um, you know, ask yourself, what is that for you, right? How are you feeling around the way that you are managing, it could actually be money, but it could also be, again, like the work that you're doing or the kinds of services that you're offering, is the type of service draining you or is it inspiring you? Um, are your current offerings bringing you security? Or does it feel like you're having to effort too much and try too hard? Are you not having faith, that things are, you know, working out for you? And so, since it's in the validate position, maybe you're having some fear come up around scarcity thinking, right? Like, not, feeling afraid that things won't work out. So you're kind of trying to like cling too tightly to things that are familiar that might make you more secure. Um, and when I look at the next card, which is the witness card, and this is what is actually happening beneath the surface, you have the star card. And so I would say that you're actually being called to there's a truth emerging here, right? When we remove the projection of this feeling that you're having, first of all, you want to give yourself emotional permission to feel whatever you're feeling around security, and stability in your life. If you are having scarcity feelings, be okay with the fact that you're feeling that way. You don't need to be afraid of those feelings because it's just coming up for data. But according to this card, if we witness what is actually happening beneath the surface, what I'm getting is that you are, for me, the star card represents, oh, I'm not sure I'm supposed to allow her to be seen. The star card represents being vulnerable, like putting all your cards on the table and letting yourself be seen. It is a major like visibility type of energy. But it's also, that North Star kind of energy, like, when we keep our eyes on the prize, the star up here, we keep moving towards that ideal. Um, and, there's an aspect of a sense of renewal. So what's actually happening beneath the surface is I think you're questioning some of your beliefs around how to create stability for yourself. And what's being revealed here is a renewed um, spark, if you will, in the way that you want to move forward. Like you're starting to recognize, okay, these are the beliefs and the thoughts and ideas that are holding me back. And this is the way that I can kind of uh, move forward with all my cards on the table, essentially. Move forward, being vulnerable, allowing myself to be vulnerable, um, but also move forward in this energy of renewal. The next card is the guide card. This is the aligned next step. This is, what action, boundary, or shift that is being called forward. And it's really interesting because, as I mentioned, we started out with the Ace of Wands, and this card is about being inspired. So maybe you have an inspired idea that you're a little bit afraid to move towards. Um, and so you're kind of getting to the heart of the matter and kind of learning to have faith in yourself, essentially, around how to move forward. But um, the action or boundary that you're being asked to implement, the next step and the direction that you're being asked to head in is the King of Wands. And as I said, it's related to this Ace of Wands. It so perfectly aligns with the Ace of Wands. So that tells me that again, and wands also are returning to this fire energy, so much fire energy, right? So I think that your fires and your passions for the things that give you hope and inspiration are being ignited here. And you're recognizing, what are the limiting beliefs? What are the limiting beliefs that are holding you back so that you can step more into this natural born leader energy? Okay. The King of Wands knows exactly what he loves to do. He takes action. He's like high energy kind of guy, completely motivated, totally ambitious. He also represents entrepreneurship and an honor, right? Moving forward in an honorable way. So again, if we look back to this, if you were having feelings around scarcity, um, understanding that scarcity thinking is actually not going to help you move forward in an honorable way. But when you move forward in faith, and actually, the star card also points to faith. When you move forward in faith, you're able to stand in your power. And really shine bright in that fiery, attractive energy. Um, and so yeah, so your power in this situation is to move forward in those things that you are a natural born leader. Um, you know, the desires of your heart are truly an indication of where you're meant to be a natural born leader. So step more fully into those energies. The last card is the integrate card. And so we have the Ace of Cups in that position. This is about what becomes available when you follow this guidance. So, yes, the guidance is to align with the energy of the King of Wands, that natural born leader, entrepreneurship, inspired, honorable leadership energy. And when you do that, that it leads you to more love, better relationships, compassion, and creativity. And so, again, it really pulls you out of this scarcity mindset and you gain more courage and inspiration moving forward. Your cup will overflow. I mean, look at this. You are moving forward with God, this is like the hand of God reaching out of the heavens and supporting you. It's like holding your cup in the air while it overflows. So it leads you to that overflow abundance energy, your feelings, your intuition, and your connections, and another new beginning. So it just helps get you to the next level. You'll get to level up again. So um, balance that masculine and feminine. Okay. And so back with the alignment card, we need to remember that in the best way that we can step into this King of Wands energy is by paying attention to how are those masculine and feminine energies showing up in my life, and how can I balance them out? So I trust that you found this reading to be helpful. I'm so happy to do this for you every day. I feel so honored that I could even create these videos for you. And yeah, until the next time, I'm wishing you so much love.